Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Yeah, you see it? You see it? Yeah, we got it. Anyway, Eduardo, I had to, man. It's all right, bro. Either way, um, this is for the October 1st fight between Sergio Gabriel Martinez and Darren Barker. And this is for the WBC Jewel belt, diamond, ruby, whatever, belt for the middleweight title. And I'm going to break both fighters down, and then I will give my prediction at the end. Okay? Let's move this in a little closer. Let's make this intimate. You guys ready? You like that? Okay. We there? Good. Okay. You start off with Sergio Martinez. He's 46-2-2, or 47-2-2. My apologies. He did knock out Sergey Zinsberg. With 26 knockouts, 51% knockout ratio. And when you're looking at this guy, he is at the absolute peak that he can be right now. He's star isn't brighter, you can't be brighter, and all that good stuff. 3 straight dominant wins that he's had. He's a very good boxer. He's a very good counterpuncher. When you look at that, he uses a ton of movement. His D is okay, but it's like he kind of keeps his hands down in order to let throw so he can counter you. He sets up his shots very, very well when he does those. He's deceptively fast, and he fights in bursts. He gets in, he gets out. It's very hard to keep up with that. He's very accurate with his shots when he does throw them, and his counters. He has good right hooks, and he has a stinging jab. And did I mention he's a southpaw? So all of those, when you have a really good right-handed fighter, it's like, okay, he's a really good right-handed fighter. There are a lot of really good right-handed fighters. But when you have a really good left-handed fighter, that's a little bit different. Now you're starting to talk about, you don't see them all the time. You don't fight left-handers all the time, and southpaws. And he brings certain danger every time he fights somebody simply because of the fact you don't fight a left-hander all the time. There's only about 10% of the fighters are left-handed. Over to Darren Barker, when you start looking at him, I mean, he's 23-0. He's got 14 knockouts, 60% knockout ratio, and you're like, oh, well, he's more of a cumulative puncher. He's not taking you out with one shot. I mean, he KO'd Darren McDermott and Paul Samuels. Those were nice wins, but his last couple have been UD decisions over Spada and Belchingham, something. You know what I'm saying. And he struggled a bit with Belchingham there as a left-handed fighter when you start looking at that. He has a low D, but he can cover up when you're coming at him. Now, he pulls his right hand back when he jabs, and you watch any of the fights, you're going to see this. And if you haven't noticed it, then you're just watching his offense and not his defense. When he throws the right hand, it's very much similar as he pulls the left hand back as well. Now, he works the body well, and he does throw the lead right hands, and you like to see those. Throws good combinations. His speed is good. He has good speed. But the level of competition always has to be questioned when you start talking about him and when you see the fighters that he's fought. He gets hit a lot because he does not use angles. He is more straight in and straight back type of fighter. You see this with European fighters a lot. It works for a lot of them, and they do very well. The problem is when you want to get world class and step up, you have to use angles. You have to be able to slip and go down and shoot the angles and kind of really make it rough for him. When he's coming in, he comes straight in and he works the body, he throws the body, but he's straight up. He's not off to the side. He's not firing it in. You see what I'm saying? When he works the stuff, there's not a lot of bend. You're not going to see that. So the angles aren't there. They're more straight on hits. Okay? And when he moves forward and back. He's not backing up at the angles to get away from you. He's going straight back and coming straight forward. He tends to, as I said, he gets hit a lot. So coming into that, when you look at a lot of the fighters he's fought, and pretty much like the last 7 or 8 fighters, none of them have had over 50% knockout ratio. In fact, you're looking at more of a 45%. And some of them are Paulie Malignaggi knockout ratio. So you have to question the power of his opponents. He gets hit a lot, but he's not fighting guys that can hurt you, legitimately hurt you like a Martinez can. Spada, Belchingham, these guys were smaller fighters, and they were able to get in, and they were able to hit him, and hit him cleanly. He is open for straight lefts, and he's open for uppercuts. So when you start seeing this and breaking it down, he has a lot of good for the European fighting style and the way he does it. Now, there are some Europeans that have been able to bring the fighting style out. They've actually been able to really, really get good with it. And a couple of them in the past are, Calzaghe. He was great. He could mix it up and he could do everything. But he used angles. He did not fight the traditional European boxing style. While Barker can box, and he does it well, he doesn't have the slickness in that. So when I see this, I see Sergio Martinez systematically picking him apart over about a 10-round thing. This isn't going the distance. And I see Sergio getting another knockout win. And Barker, I mean, he's a good fighter. I'm not going to take that away from him. But at 29, and he has missed time, and he's been off for years at a crack, different things. I know a lot of stuff bad has happened to him. But when you look at it, he just doesn't have the style needed to beat a Sergio Martinez. It's good he thinks he does, because that's what he needs to go in there. You can't walk into a fight thinking this guy's gonna bludgeon me, So I look at this being it could be worse. I mean, Martinez could knock him out earlier than that. I mean, he knocked out Zinzaruk in 8 rounds, and it could be a 6-round knockout, because he gets hit, and when he gets hit flush. And he hasn't been in with a guy that hits like Martinez does, not with the speed he does. So, think of Paul Williams, think of that kind of stuff and the way that happens. Okay, so please comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. Be my friend, be Eduardo's friend. He's getting kind of lonely over there. He says, "When are you going to show me in a video?" And I said, "Never. You just hold the cards, man. Just hold the cards." Okay? Anyway, this is the Bigragu, and I'm out.